What's going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. This is the Quick Pitch MLB DFS podcast recording here for Tuesday's 11-game main slate. James, as we said before, the MLB season quickly winding down, but that doesn't mean we don't have any DFS to cover. Big slate. Why don't we just jump into it, man?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get into it.
11 games pitching. Top price guy, Dylan Cease, is on the slate. Feels like it's been a while since I've seen a Dylan Cease pitching slate here. Last time out against Colorado, not great. 5 innings, 3 earned, 8 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts. Keep on being consistent. Pitching really as well as he has been. A reliable starter, but is he reliable enough for you to want to pay $11,000 for on DraftKings?
I would, because I think we know what the upside is. We know there's 40 in his bag, so I'm okay going Cease at 11K. I'm also okay fading it. I think there's, if that's where you want to go, by all means. I think just looking at the list, initially I see 2 guys that are going to be uber chalk that are $2,000 less than him. So, if you want to get some exposure to Cease at 11K, a lot of people are going to be in this 9K range in Luis Castillo, Charlie Morton territory. So by all means, play Cease. I mean, he has 40 fantasy point upside.
We have Nestor, lefty versus a Pirates matchup here. I know they had been limiting him just 65 pitches last time out against Boston, 5 innings. An earned run, 7 strike. Great matchup, but you're just too worried about the pitch count here?
Yeah, I mean, I could see a scenario where he throws 75, 80 pitches, but that's like almost top end of what he's going to throw. So
sure.
I think in tournaments, maybe, but like if you're building one lineup, no thanks. If you're building multiple lineups, sure.
Okay. You mentioned Castillo Morton. Is that where your 9K range starts and stops?
Yeah, I mean, Castillo's just continues to be super consistent. I mean, there's been one start since he arrived in Seattle in which he didn't have double-digit fantasy points, in which he didn't have 19 or more fantasy points. Like, the guy's just been incredible all year long. And then Morton gets Washington, and I think we like Washington more against left. We saw Kyle Wright look super sharp on Monday. So, yeah, I think Morton and Castillo are probably the 2 guys.
Yeah, Morton 1 start against Washington this year, 7 innings, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts. Hasn't been great lately. 3 of his last 4 starts, he's allowed 4 runs, but we know, again, Atlanta likely a big win equity team. You said earlier today they were minus 340 to get the win, so
yep.
Likely going to be in that same range here in this spot as well. Tyler Anderson, what are your thoughts there? He's going to be returning from the paternity. Lefty against Arizona has been a spot we've been targeting of late. Strikeouts, not really great for him, but he just faced them in his last start before going on the paternity leave. 7 shutout, 2 strikeouts for him there, 19 fantasy points.
Yeah, we used him in this.
Yeah, we did.
In this outing. Look, if he's not going to strike guys out and he's still going to give us 7 scoreless, I have no problem. We've touted him quite literally all year, and he continues to just win games. His offense is and he continues to pitch. I mean, we're approaching a 2.5 ERA. Like, this is elite territory. I know people were worried about the Dodgers when they lost Buehler and Kershaw got hurt again and whatnot, but everyone else has stepped up, Anderson included. Yeah, I think he's perfectly fine. I would say cash games more than anything else. I'm not really, I don't think there's a ton of GPP upside,
sure,
especially when you can get Morton and Castillo for $405, 400 and 500 respectively more. Like, I would just go there in tournaments, but I definitely think Anderson is in play in cash games.
Sure. Value tier, are you looking at Sandoval against Texas? I know you're a big Sandoval guy.
Yeah, I mean, the strikeouts are, when they come in bunches. I know they haven't been, great since that complete game shutout against Detroit back in August, but they've been spacing his starts out. He's never thrown this many innings. He actually kind of stayed healthy this year, right? Like, not something that we've been, accustomed to him. And sub 3 ERA, man, 134 strikeouts and 132 innings this year so far. The wins have been hard to come by. He's had bad luck there, but yeah, I think Sandoval's another pretty popular option, because then you look at the rest of the slate, like, not a lot on the board.
Yeah, Coors is on the board here, right? Not going to really like what we got much going on there. Any value here? Anybody under 7K? There's a lot of pitchers under 7K on this slate. I don't know if you noticed. But do any of them pique your interest at all?
I mean, Dre Jameson looked really good in his debut. Obviously a different scenario facing the Padres versus the Dodgers. But, I mean, 7 scoreless in his major league debut, 5 strikeouts. Like, if that's the type of upside we have to look forward to, I'm not against it totally. I don't think there's anything else, though. Like, maybe Luis Ortiz against the Yankees, but the Yankees kind of getting hot right now. And, like, in the stadium with Judge like one home run away from 60. Like, oh, like what a like scary place to make your second career start.
Right,
Like,
I agree.
so probably just Jameson. I don't think we need to really go below.
What
Sandberg.
about this? I mean, he's a lefty, so we worry a little bit. But Joey Wentz been pitching okay for Detroit here.
Yeah, he's okay.
Right?
Yeah, he's okay.
Nothing like outstanding, obviously, but Houston 4 innings, 2 earned, 5 Ks. Kansas City 6 2/3 shutout, 5 Ks there. So
a lot of pitches too. So we're not really overly concerned with pitch count either. 91 pitches for him in his last start. So.
Yep. So that's something to look at. We're not going to play Dre Jameson, I imagine, right, against the Dodgers.
No, I mean that's the only guy I mentioned.
Yeah.
In that tier, I think
Sure.
He would be the only other one I would consider.
Catcher then. At the top, again, some high-priced guys. Big slates, a lot of options here today. We got Rutschman again against the lefty and Wentz. Stacking against Corbin with the catchers for Atlanta, Contreras or Darno.
Yep.
Likely going to be fairly popular options here. Any obvious spots for you?
The Braves.
Sure.
They're the obvious spots. And then like sub 4K, James McCann against the lefty.
Joey Bart against the lefty in Coors, 2800.
Joey Bart in Coors, yeah. Joey Bart in Coors. Thomas Nido, if he starts over McCann, Nido's been amazing lately. I don't understand what's going on, but 419 average, 1100 OPS, $2,700. Gets
Ashby coming off the IL.
Yeah, I think Nido is just as good of a play as Bart. Probably doesn't have like the home run upside, but he has hit 2 home runs in his last 10 games, so take that for its worth.
First base position, again, stacked spot. If you want to go Ohtani against Reagans, that's fine. We're not going to argue with that. Goldie gets Clevenger. Freeman gets Jameson. Crone we know in Coors. Alonso versus lefty. Like, where are we looking to spend here?
I mean, if you're against Jameson, you could definitely play Freeman. I think Alonso's fine. Crone, it's going to be a bullpen game for the Giants, so I think Crone's fine too. Olsen just looks terrible when you start moving below 5K, but that spot is so good against Corbin. Christian Walker's continues to hit lefties.
Yep.
Mountcastle 42 back in the lineup tonight.
Yep.
Probably an interesting spot there.
I agree with you. Let's see. Ty France got Sears at 39. I don't mind that spot for him there. JD Davis gets a lefty in Coors.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Right, that's a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
At $300. Let's see. Voigt gets another righty with Morton. Not the best matchup. Again, Morton 4 earned and 3 of the last 4 for Morton. So Voigt could be a guy that goes overlooked because of that spot, and maybe there's some power upside for him there.
Sure. Yeah, Morton has not been untouchable by any stretch. So.
Yeah, and then we could probably
Carlos Santana, John.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
He homered today.
Right? Twice. Which is his second multi-home run game in his last 4. He has 7 home runs in his last 10 games. Not sure what's going on. Really?
Mm-hmm.
We're in 2022 and Carlos Santana's hitting this many home runs. It's wild. But, while he's hot, might as well.
Yeah, where's his price tag? I'm like scrolling. I don't know.
28.
Okay, there he is. Right below Pujols. Let's see. If Abreu's in the line, Aguilar rather, if he's in the lineup, would you go back to him?
Yeah, hit 5th tonight against the lefty. So.
Yep. Good spot there. Prado, any interest against him was Bundy or Vinny Paz, one of the two versus Bundy?
Yeah, I think both are in play for tournaments.
Okay. Second base, Mookie Betts at the top. You have, Semien versus Sandoval. You have McMahon in Coors. Flores gets a lefty in Coors against Freeland. Where are you targeting in here? Estrada probably at 43 versus Freeland?
Yeah, I like Estrada 43, Flores 47. I know Wilmer's been struggling a little bit. Probably those two. Ryan McMahon 48. He led off. Oh, forget it. Rengifo against the lefty, John.
Yes.
4,200 Rengifo against the lefty.
Yep. That's a favorite of ours. Grissom's 38 against Corbin as well.
And you can play both because Rengifo has third base eligibility.
Yep. I agree with you. All right, let's go to third base then.
Well, I would play at second. I would play Nick Gordon, who's been really good for Minnesota lately. 313 average, 1,000 OPS, home run in 2 of 3, $3,000. Raking right now. I would probably play Rodolfo Castro against Nestor in Yankee Stadium. He's been good against lefties, but that's it. We can move on there. Sorry.
Okay. No, don't apologize. Good plays. You're on the playbook. You'll have them in there, I'm sure. So third base, Machado, Ramirez, Arenado, Riley homer tonight. Which of the top guys are we looking at here?
Austin Riley. He's crushed lefties this year. We've talked about it a bunch, and he's going to be. I mean, he's going to be extremely popular. You're not sneaky with your Austin Riley plays, but I think Riley's the top dog above 5K.
Yep. I like that call. Middle tier. You mentioned Rengifo already. Escobar versus a lefty at 41. We like Henderson against anybody at 39, so like that's fine. Longo against a lefty in Coors at 36. Sure. I know we're certainly fans of that. We mentioned JD Davis already. He's got third base eligibility here as well. Anybody that I missed?
No, 2,700. I always throw Emmanuel Rivera out there against lefties. That's all he does. He just hits lefties. If the Giants play David VR, he's had just power bat for them. He's first and third eligible in Coors. I don't hate that. And then where's our boy Josh Jung, $2,300.
Oh yeah, easy value play.
It's Sandoval, so like we like Sandoval, so
yeah,
we'll have to see there. But Josh Jung, 2,300 coming off a home run.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That could be an easy play for us for value on a big slate like this. Shortstop, Lindor gets a lefty and Ashby at 50 and a good hitters environment in Milwaukee. Turner gets Jameson at 56. Swanson against Corbin at 51. Let's see. Anybody else in the top tier for you?
No one else. I mean, Correa continues to rake and he gets Greinke here, so I would throw Correa in that mix as well.
Probably goes a little bit overlooked because it's not a lefty, right? Just usually you stick him in that.
He's been good against righties this year, though. So
I mentioned Trio earlier. Again, he's just kind of being a professional hitter right now in Coors, so that works. Our boy Elvis Andrus.
I mean, talk about a professional hitter, dude. He has stolen bases in 4 of his last 5 games.
Last 10 games, 3 homers, 5 stolen bases, 1,000 OPS.
Lock him in. Just
Andrews is locked in.
What's the point? What's the point of like not playing this guy right now?
We're 6,500 Aaron Judge also locking in.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll do that one for sure.
He is quite literally having his best months of the year in a season that he has 59 home runs.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Dude, would you play Trout?
He had an off day. Yeah, dude. What again? Like.
Do we play Rengifo?
Rengifo, Trout have been absolute killers against lefties. So I would 100% play that stack. I think that's my favorite like 2-man stack of the slate. Just an initial look, obviously.
Is Taylor Ward very cheap? I hope, or no?
Yeah, probably
3,900
probably.
Taylor Ward.
Let's go through the rest of the outfield, right? And then we'll see if there's gonna be someone like.
Yeah, that's fine. So we put in Judge and Trout just for now. Bet's a 6K. Lewis Robert and Eloy are over or $5,500 and $5,600. Soto not there. Stanton if you want to pivot. Varsho versus lefty Blackman. Haniger's been better against righties. I don't really like much of the top tier guys, honestly. Once we get past Judge and Trout, I don't know if you key in on anybody.
If J-Rod doesn't go on the IL or is in the lineup, there's a little back injury there. I would play Julio Rodriguez.
Sure.
I like Blackman.
I'm glad Julio Rodriguez panned out, by the way.
Yeah, I'm so happy Julio J-Rod season.
They gave him the opportunity to actually play. Right. 27 homers, 25 stolen bases.
I know. Just leading off for a potential playoff team, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I like Blackman 49 in Coors.
Okay.
But yeah, I largely agree. It's not like a very appealing top tier.
Harris versus Corbin at 46. Mm-hmm. Reynolds against Nestor again. Reynolds been better against lefties. If you feel like it, you can probably take your shot there.
McCarthy gets another lefty.
I know, right?
All he does is face lefties.
Time. Taylor Ward's 39, so we can certainly consider that.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, he's hit lefty as well.
Austin Hayes, anything there?
Yeah, he's going to lead off. He's going to lead off with a lefty on the mound. Did it again today. So I don't hate that.
Okay.
So will Austin Slater as well, the same price tag. He could lead off. I won't say he will, but could find himself in the lineup with a lefty on the hill.
Lane Thomas keeps hitting well, 3K.
Yep. We talk about Lane Thomas regular. We're about to be Lane Thomas fan club soon. Right.
Corey Dickerson's 29. We've been playing a lot of him.
He's just like very in and out of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's been good lately, John? Oswaldo Cabrera for the Yankees. Coming off a 3-hit game with a home run. The young bucks for the Yankees are starting to show up, and it's no surprise that there's like a correlation between them winning games and them starting to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Because Oswaldo Peraza 2K at shortstop also like starting to show up too.
Sure.
So, but yeah, Oswaldo Cabrera is starting to show up. Switch hitter, coming off a home run. Something to think about if you're playing a Yankee stack.
Yeah, like you mentioned, he's 289, 872 OPS. I don't even have to be a Yankee sack. You can just be a one-off at
Sure.
2,800. So,
Sure.
because we do need some value. We're gonna need some value here. Let's see, Grossman against the lefty at 25.
Yep. I mean, his money side is from the left or from the right side. So,
Yep.
Coming off a home run, 3 home runs his last 10 games, John.
Could be against Corbin.
Ooh.
323,000 OPS.
I'm kind of.
Are we clicking the button?
Yeah, let's click the button.
All right.
Let's click the button.
There's our value.
He's gonna hit ninth, but like if we wanted to play Rengifo at third, we could also play like a end of lineup stack. Yeah, with Grissom.
I don't hate that. Rengifo at third, Grissom at second. Give me your home run call while we're doing this.
How about this?
Yeah.
Aaron Judge ties the record tomorrow. He's gonna hit 2.
Okay.
That's my home run call. He goes double dong to tie it.
Okay. Give me Trout. Double outfielders, top 2 guys. Are we cheating because we're not being risky about it? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. You got Judge. I got Trout. Both of them are
fading core. We're fading cores.
Fading cores. Yeah, they're in our lineups. Catcher position.
So I got something for us. So I'm thinking we go. What are your thoughts on the mound? I was thinking Castillo Sandoval could be the. What are your thoughts there?
Let me see what we have.
Because that would give us 3,200 for first base and catcher. And we have options. Bart, Thomas Nito has been crazy good.
Yeah, let's go. Let's probably go Bart here.
As our one-off cores.
Yeah, because Nito's cheaper, but
it wouldn't get us. It wouldn't get us necessarily anything
different
else.
Yeah.
They're
Joel JD Davis, right? Bart and Davis, 2-man stack.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so that's what we got. We got Sandoval and Castillo. We have Joey Bart, JD Davis heads catcher in first. We have Grissom, Rengifo, Andrews, Judge, Trout, and Grossman. Gives us a 2-man Atlanta stack, a 2-man San Francisco, I guess, middle to end of the lineup stack.
Yep.
One-off Andrews, Trout, Rengifo stack, and a one-off Judge.
Love it. We got Trout and Judge in great spots.
What was Oswaldo? He's a shortstop.
Oswaldo is a shortstop outfielder.
Okay. I was just sure if he had second base eligibility. Okay.
No, they actually just moved him to outfield, so he's only outfield eligibility now.
Oh, there you go then. All right, so that's our lineup then. We got $300 left over to play with. If anything comes of it, we'll certainly be in the Discord. James is on the playbook. But for now, we will catch you guys later.